All right, so we did adding and subtracting. Now we're going to do multiplying. So in this first one, we're just going to distribute that 4. So you get 4 times 2 is 8, plus 4 times 5i, which is going to be 20i. So I don't know if that one was very exciting for you, but that's what's happening. You're just distributing that 4 times what's in the parentheses. Okay, the next one is going to be a little more exciting because we have a complex number times another complex number. Well, this is in the form of a binomial times a binomial. Now, these are not binomials. These are complex numbers, but they're in that form. And so I just think FOIL. So go 4 times 2. Okay, I can write 4 times 2 if you want to see that. And then 4 times the minus 5, I would put minus 4 times 5i. And then I'm going to do 3i times 2. And then I'm going to do minus 3i times 5i. Okay, so that's written out. And I probably wouldn't write all that out, but sometimes it's helpful when you're first starting to see, okay, what's matching to what. All right, now we're going to get 8 minus 20i, so that might not be too surprising, plus 6i, and then minus 15i squared. I don't know if we've talked about the I squared yet, so I'm going to talk about the I squared. I squared is equal to -1. Remember we said the square root of -1 is I? Then the other piece of information we want to think about is this, that I squared is equal to -1. So if you think about that up here, if you were to square both sides, you'd have I squared, and net on the right, I guess, and on the left, you'd have the -1. So this is another piece of important information. I squared equals -1. So put that in your note card, or in your brain. Remember, I squared equals -1. Okay, so now we have these, back to our problem here, we have 4 terms here. We have a real number, 8. We can combine the imaginary parts. So -20i and 6i, that's going to be minus 14i. And then what's going to happen here is that I squared, that is -1. So you're going to have minus 15 times -1. I'll write it out. But that's going to be I minus 14, I'm sorry, 8 minus 14i plus 15. And that's going to simplify to be, well, now you can add these real parts. Sometimes students forget that, but you can add the 8 and the 15, 23 minus 14i. Now, that'll be our answer. You might be asking, well, could I put minus 14i plus 23? Well, we really want our answer to be in standard form, a plus bi. So real number plus, or it could be minus bi. Okay?